Ranger Josh, and I'm standing here at Corn Creek, the gateway to the Desert National Wildlife Refuge. This refuge was established in 1936 in order to help protect the desert bighorn sheep and other desert wildlife. Back then, there was only about 300 or so individuals of this species. Today, thanks to our management efforts, there's over 800. Now, not only is the Desert National Wildlife Refuge the largest refuge outside of Alaska at over 1.5 million acres, but it's also the largest remaining intact habitat for the desert bighorn sheep. And when you visit this refuge, you might not get a chance to see these animals. They're elusive, they tend to live in the higher, quieter elevations, but if you do, they're instantly recognizable. In fact, the icon in the desert Southwest. The bighorn sheep gets its name from its big horns. These large bony protrusions grow throughout the animal's entire lives. They serve two main purposes. The first is to establish dominance. Males or rams will butt heads against one another in order to see who is stronger or superior in order to win a mate. And they also use that as simply as a display in order to show off that they are the strongest, most superior male in order to attract a mate. These horns are made out of a material called keratin. It's the same substance that your hair and your fingernails are made out of, and it grows over bony protrusions beneath these keratin sheaths. Another fascinating feature of these horns on the bighorn sheep is that you can actually age a sheep based on the rings of the sheath, similar to using dendrochronology to age a tree. Bighorn sheep live in steep, rocky areas, and so they have a couple of unique adaptations that help them to survive in that area. One, of course, is its vision. If you look at the eye sockets, the orbitals on either side of this female's skull, you'll see that she has a very wide field of vision. This is so while she is eating and grazing, she's able to look around 270 degrees on either side of her in order to look out for predators. The desert bighorn sheep is actively studied here at Desert National Wildlife Refuge. We partner with the Nevada Department of Wildlife in order to conduct aerial surveys in order to get an idea of population density. They'll also do capture and release and attach these radio collars, which provide radio signal. This helps us give feedback on population growth, the health of the species, migration patterns, and possible food sources. We could not get this research done without the partnerships of these agencies that help us out. Seeing a desert bighorn sheep is a really amazing treat. If you happen to encounter one in the wild, please make sure you're maintaining a safe distance. 25 yards is a safe bet. You might also be wondering, well, Ranger Josh, why did we have so many skulls in this video? Well, that is because our researchers and biologists have recovered these specimens from animals that have died of natural causes, and they brought them back in order to do analysis and research. And now we use some of these specimens also for education and outreach. If you happen to encounter some of these remains while hiking in the backcountry of the refuge, please make sure to leave them where you found them. It is illegal to remove any wildlife or protected material off of the refuge. You can take pictures, you can send us a GPS location, but please leave it where you found it. If you'd like to learn more about the desert bighorn sheep, come see me here at the Corn Creek Visitor Center at the Desert National Wildlife Refuge.
Ranger Josh, what are you doing?
Getting skull squall with the sheep curls. Yeah.